Welcome back, awesome students. I am your teacher, Mr. North, and this is Knowledge Now. Now, I wanted to go ahead and drop this little golden nugget on you on why I'm actually so adamant about pushing forward this whole video editing apparatus within the teachings of robotics and practicum. Now, a lot of students asked me, so I wanted to go ahead and share why I feel like this is a great strategy for teaching. Now, as we all know, or most of us understand, that once you're able to teach something to someone else, you have proven that you've gained mastery over the content. And that's very important for comprehension's sake. So with video editing, in a lot of cases, you are presenting information or a narrative or a storyline, and being able to comprehend the gist of it and then relay it back. It's very, very, very powerful. It's very powerful, and storytelling is a way of passing information. It's one of the oldest forms of technology or information technology, sharing information through storytelling. It's an apparatus. It's a means to it. So not only will this help you in your comprehension of the content whenever you're creating videos over different topics, because me just presenting the information to you and you not having any ownership of it is really just a waste of time. Just think about last year or 2 years ago when you had a class where the teacher just gave you all the information, exactly what you actually learned, versus in those courses where you were put in a position to be the facilitator of that information. How more embedded it was into your understanding of the content. And given the way the economy is going, this skill is something that you can start earning money from right now, and not just a little money. This is money that is enough to not only provide for your family, but also have money set aside for investments and savings and other means. And that's very powerful, because I hope that a lot of you all have already broken out of that paradigm of needing to be 18 or needing to finish high school or needing to graduate college or needing to, all of these limiting beliefs on how far you can go currently, based on expectations and assessments made by other people. And the fact of the matter is, it's the whole purpose of high school is to go to college. You're in an educational system, so you will always be pushed to continue on your education. But if you're in a class, like even right here, but if you're in a class where you have an opportunity to learn this skill, why pay for it? Why pay for it? And especially if it's a skill that you're learning while you're learning about the robotics and engineering industries, you will come out proficient enough to go on sites like Fiverr and then offer up your services after working with me and start earning money right now. And not just a little money, professional money enough for you to move around. And the beautiful thing about a film editor is you have an opportunity to work from home. So with the whole pandemic and all these other things that are going on around you, you'll have a job that's future proof. You'll have a career that's future proof. There will always be advertisements needed to be made. And the largest platform right now available online is YouTube. Between YouTube, Facebook, and things like that, having this skill and then coupling this skill with your know-how in whatever industry you're in will generate an abundance of income, because you will be able to tell the story of that business. And just to prove to you, even though, Don't need to. But just to prove to you, you can see that $48,000 that's a little bit of money. That's enough money for you from home in your pajamas, editing videos. That's cake, and that's the median salary. The low end, you're at 32K. At the high end, $79,000. And given that this is a career-based elective, I am just dropping this little golden nugget on you to let you know that there's the things that we're doing in here is not without purpose. Because why just focus solely on the bookwork aspect of it without adding in additional applications that you can use across other areas? You know, just look, and then yeah, a film. It's really not much to it outside of what you're gonna practice and show. You can see the salary. You can see that they have bonuses, profit sharing, commissions. You know, there's an opportunity there, and I feel like it's very important for us to go ahead and look into it. And so, some of you all may still not be convinced, but these are some of the top broadcasting companies in the world, and you know it's only six of them, but even CBS is paying 140K for their video editors, film/video editing. It seems here that the salary's gone down 1%, but I wouldn't worry about that projection. You know, your output on work is something that'll be up to you. You see the male-female breakdown, the gender breakdown. That's very interesting stuff. But and a lot of the students in this engineering course, a lot of you guys are guys, so it's a direct correlation. And you know, the market pushes men and women into different directions on purpose. So that's just all I can say about that. The different career paths that you can go into. And then you see there these salaries that are paid out, and that's this is more literature you can read through later. You get medical health benefits. You could be a video producer, senior video editor, or videographer. A lot of you all, if you're on Snapchat, if you're on Instagram, and you're already creating these little short clips, you really don't know that valuable skill is being exploited, and you're creating content for these other platforms instead of creating it for yourself. Because whenever you sign on to those platforms, you accept all of that, those terms and conditions. And under those terms and conditions, anything that you create is theirs underneath their name. Same as anything in my emails, it belongs to Aldine ISD. If I send it to my Aldine ISD email, they own the content that goes through that stream. So anything that I need to do that's outside of Aldine ISD for my other businesses, I send them to my other emails. So that information I then own, even though Google still owns it, but hopefully you understand what I'm saying. So yeah, and lastly, and I wanted to go ahead and show you, see this digital graphic design position in Houston. I want to show you. Look right here. Yeah, as you can see here, it goes over into the healthcare field, and you can tell right here, the main thing I wanted to direct your attention towards is there is no education requirement as far as college is concerned. And that should make a lot of you all very, very happy. I'll say that again. When it comes to these types of positions, this skill will allow you to start earning an income without going to college first. The purpose of going to college is to get the credentials so that you could then get the job. Some people go just to socialize. Some people go to party. Some people go to the elite. They go to network. But that is not who we are right now. And in the elite schools, there's a whole nother level to what actually nepotism is, and all these other aspects that go on in business and politics and the bureaucracies. But all in all, college is there for you, or it's been preached to you that you go there to get the degree so that you can, get the job. You can bypass all of that, still go to the parties, still go hang out and date and hang out with those people who are in college, but not have to suffer through taking additional courses for no reason, only to then get a job and be retrained. It is what it is. If you want to collect the student loan debt and be crippled for the rest of your life because they don't go away, that's on you. I don't want you to do it. So unless you're on scholarship going to college anyway, we already know that that's not even an option. You pay out of pocket. What you end up paying in interest is what's going to harm you. And then once it damages your credit, unless you know how to get a home without good credit, you will be essentially unable to obtain property of your own. So it's not a game. But there it is. I wanted to show you that what you're learning with me, with these video editing jobs, and a lot of the times you won't even have to go to these. You can freelance, meaning you can be the facilitator of all of the traffic that comes through, and then you select the projects you want to work on, so you don't have to be reliant on getting a job. But this was just an example that even if you do decide you want to work for a company for a few years and see what's what, you can still do that while gaining more valuable experience, and then branch out into having your own practice and having your own company. But while you're learning with me, if you are following along and then you're practicing and you're motivated to do a good job in these, you'd be surprised how much money you can earn. Let me pull up one more. I didn't plan on doing this, but let me see. Let's go to Fiverr. For those of you who are looking for employment right now, that's from one of my books I wrote. For those of you who are interested in doing that, let's see, I need to do something. So video editing, this site is where people edit videos and then they charge. And then if you see here, this person charges $55, but for their premium package, they charge $140 per. And then you show here they can deliver it up to that much time of footage, running time, color grading, sound design, mixing, motion graphics. If you practice, you can create. You'll be able to leave here and be able to create opportunities like this. And it's going to initially be about you. The first video is going to be about you. But once we get into the content and you're able to create videos over the different content in different areas, then you'll be able to reap the benefits of it. So it's a very valuable skill, and it's never going away. Your creativity, even though we do already actually have artificial intelligence, and I'll go into that with our robotics in a little bit. This is just laying the foundation for you, but you'll at least see that you can earn good money on projects editing footage right now. You create an account, and then you can start earning money right now. For those of you who are having issues looking for a job, work with me, and then you start your own. And then once you get enough clientele, and then you have a portfolio set up of all of your workings, then you can take them to a larger mainstream company. Take them to Fox, take them to, General Mills, take them to HP, take them to Microsoft. You can take them somewhere because you already earned your money. You've already earned your money. 400 people, 4.9 rating, already is earning this money. And then at what point do you say, you know what, I don't even need another company. I'll grow my company through advertising. So you're learning a very, very, very valuable skill. If you want to get a job, at a location and you're able to put together a nice introductory video for the person who's hiring, that will go a long way compared to a regular resume. You already the competition is thick. The competition is thick. It's 6 million something people in the Houston metropolitan area right now, and there's not that many jobs. So, and that's, and it's, I'm not saying it just to say it. I'm not saying it just to say it. I'm telling you that, the way that you think that you're going to have these opportunities, if you're thinking that you're going to graduate from college and there's going to be something available, I mean, it can be. It's still a route to go. There's still going to be things and stuff to go, but I'm just saying that just looking at the numbers, if you have one pond where everybody's fishing from, and then you have another pond where only certain people are fishing from, like the first pond everybody's fishing from, everybody's banking on once they get their degree, they're going to get the job. They're banking on it. That's what's pushed. You go to college, you get the degree, you get the job. That's what all of you high school students are being taught. So that's a lot of people who are believing the same thing, so they're all in the same pond. But if you are able to take your skills and then branch out, this is a less saturated pond. This is less people going this route. It's less people. It's a lot of people still going, but most people aren't taking their skills and creating their own opportunities. They're waiting to see if there are any opportunities available in their area, but I want you to be able to eat. I want you to be able to survive what's coming. I'm not here to be negative Nancy, or it's just reality. You can use your own discernment. You can use your own mind, and you can tell yourself what you think. You just look at the numbers. That's 6 million. And then we go to a site like this. 6,000 available jobs. 7,000 available jobs. 25,000 available jobs. I'm just saying, if you're looking at 6 million, 72,000 still isn't even a drop in the bucket compared to 6 million. Even if half of them are adults, that's 3 million people in the metropolitan area. That's less than 100,000 jobs. And that's just I really care about you. I want you to see this information, and I wanted to highly recommend that you really look into what I'm sharing with you. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. In the next video, I'm going to actually go over the instructions for your first video. Until next time, you already know, take your vitamins, read a book, drink some water, go to sleep early, make a new friend, and I will see you all on the next one. Be good.